Alive by the word. This is the focus on the cross for today. My name is Ugochukwu Iwunze. The title is Intercession. I exhort therefore that first of all, supplications, prayers, intercessions, and giving of thanks be made for all men. 1 Timothy 2 verse 1. Many believers understand the power of prayer, but we mostly pray only about things that concern us. I mean, you are not wrong, but we need to understand the power of intercession. People associate intercession with a special group of prayer warriors, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The ministry of intercession is one that every believer is called into. In 1 Timothy 2, the Bible further emphasizes this fact that we should pray for all men as this pleases God. Some believers are just so concerned about themselves that once nothing is wrong with them, they do not pray. They forget that most times an attack from the enemy on one's family, the church, or the nation is also a threat to them. This was the mistake that Esther made. You see, in Esther 4, it tells the story of how Mordecai asked for Esther's help in the war that the king had made against them. After Mordecai narrated his ordeal, Esther said she could not help because she cannot enter the king's presence without being called, except he raises the golden scepter. Mordecai replied her, saying, if she chose not to help them, the Jews may be defeated. But eventually, when everyone would find out that she was a Jew, she would not escape their collective fate. After hearing this, she understood that this an attack was not only to her people, but also to her. She declared a fast, and she asked them to pray for her as she plans to enter the presence of the king. We should not wait to be affected by an issue before we are moved to pray. The beauty of intercession is that as we pray for people in difficult situations, we in turn are praying for ourselves. Acts 12 tells the story of Peter's miraculous escape from prison. How James was first killed, and when it made the Jews happy, Herod decided to kill Peter. The church of God prayed, and he was delivered. So the church of God saw that if Herod kills Peter, and the Jews also received that death with joy, they could all have been wiped out. So they had to pray. But it should never have come to that. They had to be at the threat of death for them to pray. Who knows, if they had prayed for James, he might not have been killed. The reason why some believers struggle with the ministry of intercession is they do not love their neighbors as themselves. See, we must love our neighbors as ourselves as God commands. I mean, would you pray for people you don't care about? Even if you do know the person, you will not pray and fast as much as you would have prayed for yourself. If we can love our neighbors, it's not difficult to pray for them. In conclusion, this is a good place to ask this question. Have we as Christians matured to the point of praying for others? Can you look at the person sitting beside you and pray and fast for that person? Can you stay in the place of prayer for days, weeks, or even months for that person? As we go this week, let us think about these things. Thank you and have a blessed week.